Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. Welcome back. A new online lesson. Inshallah, today we are going to deal with this grammar rule, module 4. The title of grammar rule is question tags. Question tags. Okay. As usual, we are going to start our slices. Let's start. First slice, we are going to know what do we mean by question tags. What are question tags? Okay, I want someone to start reading. Who's going to read? Put your hands, please. It's a wonderful grammar rule. It's so easy, inshallah. Okay, I'm sure you like it. I want someone to read this definition of question tags. Yes, Abdulaziz.
Question tags are short questions placed at the end of a statement.
So, question tags, guys, they are different from normal questions, okay? They are different from other questions when I say, how old are you? Where are you from? What's your name? No, these are short questions, short. In fact, they are not short, they are very short, just 2 words. You can make this question just using 2 words. That's why they called it short questions. Use it, or I'm sorry, form it with 2 questions, and they are placed, they are put at the end of a statement. A statement, I mean, we have a statement, subject plus verb. After we finish our statement, which gives us an information, okay? We put this question tag at the end, okay? Yes, Abdulaziz, if you are still here, you muted yourself. Okay, another guy, just read this example. Who can read this? Yes, Azam. And keep yourself unmuted, Azam, okay?
Okay.
Stay unmuted. Yes, Azam.
You were sleeping, weren't you?
Well, you were sleeping, weren't you? The part of this which has the blue color, this is the statement. Subject plus verb. Subject and verb, this is a statement, okay? And at the end, as you can see, at the end of this statement, we form it, or we placed, or we put the question tag. And as you can see, it's so short, just 2 words. Weren't you? Weren't you? That's why we call the question tags, they are short questions, and they are put or placed or can be formed at the end of a statement. Okay, next slice. As you can see, guys, the blue part, it's the statement, and the red one, this is the question tag, which is placed at the end of this statement. Here, we define it or explain what do we mean by question tags. Okay. How can we form question tags? How can we form them? We know they are short and they are placed at the end of the question at the end of a statement. But how can we form it? Who can read this slice? Your hands, please. Just reading, guys. Okay, just reading. Okay. Yes, Mishan. Mishan.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Mishan. Can you read
question tag?
Yeah.
Question tag are formed with an auxiliary verb, and a person and pronoun.
Okay, last slice we mentioned they are short questions, and I told you we need just 2 words. What are these 2 words? Here, number 1, an auxiliary verb, plus number 2, one of the personal pronouns. What do we mean by auxiliary verb and what do we mean by personal pronoun? Let's check. I hope Mish'an is still here. Mish'an, you have gone. Okay. Another guy, I need someone to read these auxiliary verbs. These are the auxiliary verbs, guys. Okay, Abdulaziz. Yes, Abdulaziz. You can't speak. I'm trying to unmute you.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Do, does, did, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must.
So these are what we call auxiliary verbs, which we need one of them, just one of them, when we form the question tag. Plus, after we use one of these, we need a personal pronoun. Okay, Abdulaziz, can you tell us what are the personal pronoun? And I need the subject, just the subject pronouns. Can you read them, Abdulaziz?
I can't see it.
I think they are showing now.
Yeah, I, you, he, she, it, we, they.
I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So just take one of these plus one of these and you form the question tag. And this is the way to form, how can we form a question tag? So slice number 1, we learned what's the meaning of question tag and where to put them. Slice number 2, we learned how to form these question tags. Okay, Abdulaziz, stay with me. Okay. The same example which we showed in slice number 1, it came back again. You were asleep. Abdulaziz, would you read it, please? You are still online, yes.
You were sleeping, weren't you?
You were sleeping, weren't you? I told you in slice number 1, you were sleeping. This is the statement. Weren't you? This is the question tag. Slice number 2, we learned that question tag is formed by number 1, one of the auxiliary verbs, and weren't is one of the auxiliary verbs. We said was or were, and here it's weren't, plus one of the pronouns. As you can see, weren't, it's the auxiliary verb. You, this is the personal pronoun. Okay. But did you notice something here? The sentence or the statement, we have used you, and here we said you were, and here we used weren't. Were changed into weren't. What can you notice? Who can tell me? And the statement, we used were. And the question tag, we used weren't. Can you notice something here? Azam, can you?
Opposite.
Opposite, yes. Tell me about this statement, Abdulaziz, Azam. Tell me about this. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive statement. What about the question tag? Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
It's negative. So this is the second slice. But before we go to positive and negative, we want to know why do we use these tags? Why? We learned how to form them. We learned where to put them. But why? Why do we use them? I want someone to read. Yes, Rakan, maybe. Rakan, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We use question tags when we are not sure about something or when we are asking for confirmation.
So people who use question tags, maybe they are not sure about something. For example, if I'm going to show the example again, Rakan, would you read it, please?
Yes, it has rained, hasn't it?
So it has rained, this is the statement. And hasn't it, this is the question tag. What does the speaker want to say here? What does he want to know? Maybe he is not sure whether it has rained or not, and he is asking. So here he is not sure. But another one may use this question tag, the same one, and he is sure that it has rained and just need to what, to get confirmation, just want someone to agree with him and say, yeah, you are right. So people who use question tags, guys, maybe they are not sure about something and they want to know whether it happened or not, or maybe they know the fact but they just want to listen to or to hear what confirmation, and it depends on what, it's outside the lesson, guys. It depends on the way I pronounce this question tag. It depends on the way I finish my tag, whether it's rising voice or falling voice. I'm not going to tell you about this because you don't need it for your writing. Okay. Now, as Azam said, who can read this slice concerning positive and negative? Yes, Azam.
If the statement is positive, then the question tag is negative.
That's what you said. We use the opposite. Okay.
Yeah.
We mean like this one. If we have a positive statement, or if the statement is positive, what happens? We use negative question tag. Can you read this example, Azam?
You spoke to Tom, didn't you?
You spoke to Tom, didn't you? By the way, guys, who can give me translation into Arabic? We need into Arabic this time of any question tag. Any question tag. Were you, weren't you, did you, didn't you, can you, can't you, did they, didn't they? Just one Arabic translation. Can you say it, Azam?
ألم تفعل؟
What about if it's future, Azam? If I say, for example, Azam, you will buy a car. Won't you? Is it alam? Is it alam or alan?
ألم.
Alan, and it's negative, right?
Yeah.
Suppose I said Azam, you didn't come to the party. Did you? Is it alam تفعل or أفعلت?
أفعلت.
So I don't need alam تفعل, I don't need alam تفعل, I don't need أفعلت. I need another translation. Hey guys.
أليس كذلك؟
أليس كذلك? Yeah, excellent, Azam. So any question tag, guys, just has one Arabic translation. أليس كذلك? Okay, keep in your mind. We can use it whether to need or to take confirmation from others, or if we are really not sure about something and do we want to get the fact. So any question tag, just to put in your mind, it means in Arabic, أليس كذلك? Okay. You spoke to Tom, didn't you? As you can see, you spoke to Tom. This is what? Positive statement. You spoke to Tom. This is positive statement. Didn't you? This is negative tag. So keep in your mind, guys, if the statement is positive, we use negative question tag. Okay. And it's very short. Be careful. It's still short. Negative and it's still short. On the other hand, Abdulaziz Zaid, if you are still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the statement is negative, then the question tag is positive.
Okay. Yes, continue, Abdulaziz.
negative statement plus positive question tag. You didn't speak to Tom, did you?
So if we have negative statement, we form or we use a positive question tag. You didn't speak to Tom. This is negative statement. You didn't speak to him. Did you? This is positive question tag. So keep in your mind that we use the question tag, not like the statement in the case of positive or negative. Okay, they are opposite cases. Okay. Of course, when I say negative statement, I mean negative in meaning, okay? What do you mean by negative in meaning? I mean, you know that negative is formed with don't, doesn't, didn't, can't, but there are other words which change the meaning into negative. Do you remember? I told you before. I told you about the 5 words starting with N and they change the meaning into negative. Who can remember them? I have said them before, maybe this semester, last one, and last year. Who knows? What are the other words which change the meaning into negative, guys? Can you remember any of them? And they start with the letter N. N.
Neither.
Let's start with not. Okay.
Not.
Number 1, not. Number 2,
Neither.
neither. Okay.
None.
None. Excellent, Azam. I'm not going to help you. I will let you. Yes, Rakan. Maybe Rakan has got something new. He raised his hand and dropped it again. Yes, Rakan. I'm trying to unmute you, Rakan. Yes, Rakan.
No.
No. Excellent. So we have mentioned not, neither, none, no. Is there anything else? Hey guys, can you remember anything?
None. Well,
Abdulaziz Zayed, maybe? You got something, Abdulaziz?
Never.
Never. Excellent, Abdulaziz. So I told you we have got 5 words starting with the letter N and they change the meaning into negative because most students just look for not. But there are other words like no. Let's start with not, no, none, neither, and never. Okay. These are the most famous 5. There are some others, but we need these. Okay. So for positive statements, we use negative question tags, and for negative statements, we use positive question tags. Okay. Let's move to the other slide concerning the negative tag. I told you that. Who's going to read this slide first before I say my yes, Rakan?
Note that negative question tag must be written in contracted short form.
So if you are going to make a negative question tag, don't forget, you must write, not you should, you must write it in contracted form or short form. What do you mean by contracted form? I mean, don't say did not you, say didn't you. Why? Who can tell me? Azam, can you tell me? Why do you use contracted form or short form for making or forming the question or the negative question tag? Why, Azam? Can you guess?
2 words.
Again?
It only need 2 words.
Excellent, Azam. So when we form question tag, guys, I told you it's a short question tag. It's short, and I mentioned on the first slide that it's just 2 words. You cannot make a question tag using 3 words or 4 words or 1 word, by the way, just 2. So in negative question tags, we have not. If we say did not you, we have 3 words. So we are obliged, we must use contracted form or short form of negative. But how can we make short form? Let's check this table. As you can see, full forms are not needed today. Short forms, that's what we need. Do not. We cannot use do not to make a negative question tag. We use don't. Okay. Who can read? Who can read this table, guys? Azam, if you are online, start reading, please.
What?
Can
Which
you?
one?
You can start from do not, don't.
Do not, does not, did not, is not.
No, would you read
It's-
the full form, please, and the short form?
It's still loading.
Okay, take your time, no problem.
I only see do not and don't. Okay.
Now, can you see them all?
In the end, there are 4 missing.
I know. What's the last one you can see? Must?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you read the full form and read the short form, please? Slowly.
Okay.
Take your time.
Do not, don't. Could not, couldn't.
No.
that-
Azam, would you please read
Down.
up to down? Yeah, please.
Okay. Do not, don't, does not, don't, doesn't, did not, didn't, is not, isn't, are not, aren't, was not, wasn't, were not, weren't, have not, haven't, has not, hasn't, had not, hadn't, could not, couldn't, should not, shouldn't, would not, wouldn't, may not, mayn't, might not, mightn't, must not, mustn't.
A T silent. In mustn't, a T silent. We say mustn't. Mustn't. Okay. We put letter T. Okay, but we don't pronounce it. We say mustn't. So, up till now, if you want to form a negative question tag, you must use the contracted or short form of not. How can we form it? It's so easy. As you can see, just remove the letter O and put apostrophe and merge or join the two, the modal verb or the auxiliary verb plus not in one word. And this is the stable rule. Do not, don't, does not, doesn't, and so on. But what about am not? It's missed here. We haven't mentioned am. Before am is are. We didn't say am. We have missed four missed auxiliary verbs. What are the Azam if you are still here? I said one. We haven't mentioned am. We haven't mentioned what?
Wait, can,
will, shall. What about them? Be careful for these 4 auxiliary verbs, guys. We don't use the same pattern like here. Let's start with the am, not. Azam, you are sleeping.
No,
Can you guess, Azam? How can we form the contracted form of am not? Can you guess?
change to are.
I'm not talking about the grammar rule, Azam. I'm talking about here. In general, in English. You can tell me could not, couldn't, would not, wouldn't, am not.
You can't.
So we cannot use amn't, right?
Yeah.
So the first note here in this table, guys, concerning am not, what? It has no contracted form. It not contracted, never in English. You cannot contract not with am, never in English. Well, what about cannot azam? What about cannot? We skipped the can
Can't.
here, can't. So
Yeah.
nothing new, right?
Yeah.
If nothing new, I wouldn't put it here. I would put it here before could. I kept the last 4 spaces for auxiliary verbs which need your attention. Yes, Abdulaziz, maybe you have something.
Maybe the sound. It can't. It's, another
No,
sound.
it's in writing, not in pronunciation. It's in writing, guys. We agreed that to make contraction, guys, we delete letter O from not, just delete O and use apostrophe. As you can see, just delete O and put apostrophe and make them one word. But for cannot,
Because there is already in.
aha, yes, excellent. So we delete letter O as usual from not. We delete letter O from not as usual, okay, and put apostrophe. And after we merge them, we delete letter N from can. It appears one N, not double N, can't. That's why I ask you to be careful with cannot, and some typings, write them cannot one word, okay? What about shall not? Before should, I skipped shall. What's wrong? What's the problem with the contracted form of shall not? Shall not. Is there something I must pay attention to? Shall not. Okay. As usual, we deleted letter O as usual and used the apostrophe and merged the 2 words in one word, but we deleted double L from shall. We deleted double L plus we deleted what? Letter O and used apostrophe. So every time we delete O and use apostrophe and merge them, but for can, we delete N. For shall, we delete double L. What about will not? Will not.
Won't.
What happened? Tell me. I tell you, number 1, the first step, Azam, as usual, we delete letter O and use apostrophe. But what else?
Replace ILL with ON.
O or ON.
O.
As you can see, excellent Azam. For will not, guys, if you want to make it abbreviated or contracted or shortened form, as usual, delete letter O and use apostrophe and merge them. But for ILL or for the word will, delete ILL and use O. Replace ILL with O. So if you want to use negative form of will not and shortened or contracted form, use want. And these are so important, okay? Especially the first one. Am not, it's not contracted. What can we do? That's what we're going to know in the notes. So I think this table, it's so easy, but you must pay attention to the last 4 auxiliary verbs here. Am, can, am not, I mean, cannot, shall not, and will not. Okay. We haven't finished our grammar rule. We still have some parts to discuss, but next lesson, inshallah. Up till now, I want someone just to try to practice. It's not practice, guys. We are going to practice next lesson, but we just want to make sure that we can form a question tag. Let's go to our book. Where is it? Here, not here, here, April. Okay, I'm going to show you my PDF. If you can see it on the screen, tell me. What can you see, Azam, on the screen?
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm showing the PDF. Can't you see it?
Mm.
Uh-huh. Never Azam. Never appeared. It's strange. What about now, Azam? What can you see?
The same.
And what about now?
Yes, the book.
Okay, good. Okay, guys. We are not going to do practice now. Just one or two sentences to make question tags, just to make sure you understood what I have explained. Next lesson, inshallah, we are going to have some other notes, and we are going to have more practice, inshallah. This exercise, guys, it's in your student book, page 62. I need just one or two guys, okay, who can use or write an appropriate question tag at the end of each statement. Let's take number one, just number one today. And let's take number 7. Just 1 and 7, guys, okay? Who's going to do number 1? Your hand is please. It's not practice, guys. Our practice will be next lesson when we finish all our notes. It's just to make sure that you know how to form a question tag. It's very short, just 2 words, auxiliary verb plus subject pronoun. It's put or placed at the end of a statement. You have the statements here. I give you all the statements, okay? And make sure that positive statement needs a negative question tag, a negative statement needs a positive question tag. Yes, Rakan. Yes, Rakan.
The book wasn't very good, was it?
Number 1, Rakan says, the book wasn't very good. Let's check it. Yes, Rakan, what's your answer?
Was it?
Was it? Agree, guys?
Yes, yes.
Is it clear? The font is clear now, or
Yes.
it's not clear?
No, clear, clear.
Okay, so Rakan found that the statement here, it's what? It's negative, and he put a positive question tag. Wasn't, changed into was. The book, this is the subject, but we don't need a noun, we need a pronoun. He used it. Excellent, Rakan. Number 7, guys, just number 7.
The 7.
Yes, who's ready to do number 7, guys? Yes, Abdulaziz Aid, if you are unmuted.
Yeah. Do
Read first the statement, Abdulaziz.
you go to the gym every day?
Okay.
Do you?
You mean like this, Abdulaziz, right? Okay, I have a question, Abdulaziz.
Yeah.
What about positive and negative? Here,
Don't.
So,
Yeah.
Abdulaziz, you have a positive statement. You must give me a negative question. So, it's don't you. Abdulaziz, what about do not you? It's negative.
No, I want short form and
Short.
there's 3 words.
Okay, if we make negative question tag, it must be contracted or short form. So you go to the gym every day, don't you? Excellent, Abdulaziz. Thanks, Azam, Rakan, Abdulaziz, and Mshaan for your participation today. Tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to have some notes, few notes, and then we are going to have more practice on this grammar rule, and so easy, inshallah, you will like it. See you tomorrow, inshallah. For today, you don't have homework. Just you can check these exercises if you can do most of them, but there are some points which we haven't discussed, like number 6 here. You cannot do it today, like number 8. Okay, so I hope you stay till tomorrow. Put your names please in a private message. عزام, ركان, عبد العزيز, عايد, يزيد, ركان, فاضل, صالح, فهد, and مشعان. Send your name and your classroom in a private message please. You have got 1 minute. And get ready tomorrow for practice. Inshallah, it will be a practice lesson. We're going to do some exercises in the student book. We are going to have, inshallah, electronic quiz, and you like it, bismillah. Your names, guys. I have here Abdulaziz sent his name, Rakan, Azam, Saleh, Fahad, Yazid. Mr. Yazid, I think you are online, but you are not online with us. Maybe you opened the session and you are doing something else. Yazid, send your name, please. And Mish'an, send your name. You are here by name, but your minds are absent. I'm going to finish. Yazid and Mish'an didn't send their names. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for attending this wonderful lesson. Inshallah, tomorrow we are going to resume it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.